Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal, and let's catch up with all the Arsenal transfers so far. Now, in July, we completed 8 deals in terms of incomings and outgoings, and let me help you guys catch up with all of them. And let's start with Christos Tzolis, a signing that we've already seen in action, obviously scoring in his debut and assisting in the behind closed doors game. And it's a signing that is the direct replacement for Leandro Trossard, who we're also going to speak about in this one. Now, Tzolis had a very, very good season last season for Club Brugge, scoring a bunch of goals, assisting a bunch of times, 50 plus goal contributions in one season. And the 29 assists is absolutely crazy. Getting 29 assists in a season, that is absolutely fantastic. And at the time of recording this video, Arsenal are linked to other wingers like Vinicius Jr., but we haven't signed them. So at the moment, Christos, Tzolis, and Martinelli are our left wingers. So we are going to wait and see what happens with that left wing role. But at the moment, looks like Christos Tzolis will be playing a lot of minutes for Arsenal on that left side, and it's going to be crucial for us, obviously. He looks like a player who's not scared to shoot the ball, as we've already seen with his first Arsenal goal. And, he's very good in terms of taking set pieces and creating chances. So wishing him all the best. And for 34 million pounds, I think that is a great signing. He signed a 5-year deal from Club Brugge. And, absolutely excited to see him and how he's going to do for us throughout this season. Now, I mentioned Trossard. Trossard ended up leaving Arsenal as expected. And literally like 8 days after Trossard left Arsenal is when we announced Christos Tzolis. And Trossard, wow, a fan favorite, man. Like, I'm still missing him up to now. He's a player who he literally helped us win the league, and ever since he joined Arsenal, it's been a positive because us not getting Mudryk and getting Trossard, absolutely big, absolutely huge for us. And at that time it looked like, oh my goodness, Chelsea have hijacked Mudryk from Arsenal, and Arsenal going to Brighton and getting this player for, I think it was 27 million pounds. And him between that January and May, I think he got 10 assists and a goal. And then ever since then, the full seasons he had at Arsenal, he always came close to 20 goal contributions. I think it was 19 and 20 goal contributions in those seasons. And last season, that goal, Mr. Clutch, we call him Mr. Clutch for a reason. Those big goals, 1-0 wins against Wolves or 1-0 against FC Porto, and recently the big one against West Ham. If Trossard doesn't score that goal, you probably don't win the Premier League. So that's how crucial he was. And he's moved to Besiktas. Wishing him all the best there as well, as we said, replaced by Tzolis. And the fee wasn't too high, not as much as we would have wanted. It's going to be 15.4 million plus 1.6 million in add-ons. So it totals 17 million pounds. And obviously his age and all that, you knew he was going to move on. And some wanted more money, but I guess we wouldn't have gotten that. I wanted at least 25 million for him, but wishing him all the best. He's been a great servant, and it goes down as an Arsenal cult hero for sure. Some even say a legend because he's won us a Premier League for the first time in 22 years. So all the best to him. Now, another player who's moved on from Arsenal, this one on a permanent basis. He wasn't with us last season, but he's now he was still an Arsenal player, still registered as an Arsenal player, but now he's moved on. That is Kiwior. We are now receiving our money this month. We received our money last month. That deal was confirmed on the 1st of July, moving to FC Porto for a total of 17.9 million pounds, 14.6, and then 4.3 million in add-ons. Now, again, with this one, you feel like, all these defenders are going for 30 million, 40 million. I know the Kiwior deal was agreed last year, but I think Kiwior was a good servant. He played for us at left back for almost a full season. Another season he played as a left centre back. He also played as a right centre back when Saliba got injured and Holding came on and took Holding out, and we brought in Kiwior. Great servant as well. For those couple of years he was at Arsenal. We actually signed him at the same time with Leandro Trossard, and they've both officially left Arsenal at the same time. So wishing him all the best at FC Porto. He already went there last season and won a trophy. And wishing him all the best. That's the other deal that we completed in terms of outgoings. Now, let's go back to the incomings. And Meslier joined us on a free transfer. He finished his contract at Leeds just recently, and he was a free transfer. We were told that he's going to come in as a third choice goalkeeper. So just like Tzolis, this is another player we've seen in action, and in his debut that match against Girona, he was quite good. He made 3 saves off the bench, and he's not going to feature a lot, obviously. We signed him on a free. He signed a 2-year contract plus an option to increase it by 1. I don't know if there's any chance that he ends up being our second choice goalkeeper. I don't know. There's different ways it could happen. Maybe he comes and outperforms Kepa and becomes our second choice goalkeeper, or maybe Kepa leaves and you're not able to get another goalkeeper and merely becomes number 2. But I was very impressed with the saves, and the kicking was quite good. His left foot and all that, he was actually picking out the passes. So let's see though. But he is our third choice goalkeeper, and we were told that he's going to replace Setford. Setford is still at the club, but we are waiting to see whether he's going to go out on loan. At the moment, we do have all 4 goalkeepers still at Arsenal. So let's see how Melia settles in at Arsenal. The signing itself wasn't accepted. People are like, oh, why Melia? Why not go for another one? But for me, I know Raya is the best goalkeeper. We're hoping he plays 85% of the season, most of the games, 85% of the games. And then the cup competitions, you can use Kepa and Mele, especially the Carabao Cup, and then maybe the earlier stages of the FA Cup. And then let's see how it goes after that. Speaking of goalkeepers, Hein has officially left Arsenal as well. Just like Kiwior, he had gone out on loan last season. And for him, it was different. For Kiwior, it was an obligation to buy. With Hein, it was an option to buy, and Werder Bremen decided to exercise that clause, and they bought him on a permanent deal for only 2.6 million. Hein has been at the club for a lot of years as well, but he's now officially left Arsenal on a permanent deal, and he's joining up with Werder Bremen, as you can see in this picture. So again, all the best to him. Another player who's left Arsenal, and there's always a lot of goalkeeper movements at Arsenal every single season. There's another season Hein has left, and we could Setford could be leaving. Last season it was Kepa joining. Next season, if Kepa stays, it could be Kepa leaving and someone else coming in. But let's see. But all the best to Hein, to Kiwior, to Trossard as well. Now we're obviously expecting more players to leave, but those ones did not happen in July. Let's wait and see what happens in this August. Now, a couple more players that we signed. Elijah Upson, a defender. We've signed Elijah Upson, who is a defender from, former son to former Arsenal player Matthew Upson. And as it was reported in last month, this is what was reported. Elijah Upson, 18, has signed his first professional contract with Arsenal, joining the club from Tottenham. So he rejected the first team offer from Tottenham to join Arsenal. So that was great. And he said, my dad signed here around the same time as me. But at the same time, I'm definitely looking forward to building my own reputation. So Elijah Upson is going to be, he's 18, so he's not that young. So if he is good in the academy, we could actually see him on the bench in those Carabao Cup games. So he's just signed a first professional contract, so it looks like he's ready to go. At the moment, we obviously have a lot of defenders, a lot of good defenders, but with the Saliba injury, you never know, we might end up needing an Elijah Upson to feature for us in those cup competitions, and maybe we could see him in one of the friendlies. He isn't part of the tier squad, but you never know. Let's see what happens when Aston return to London, not to play the Emirates Cup and those other competitions. But keep an eye on him. He could end up joining us. He could end up playing in the first team in one of those games. Another player who's joined us is this kid. He joined us as well. His name is Axel Donkzil. I think that's how you pronounce it. As Fabrizio confirmed very later in the month, he said Arsenal agreed deal to sign 16-year-old talent Axel from Cardiff City. He became Cardiff City's youngest ever player in the EFL Trophy in October 2025, now set to sign for Arsenal this week. So obviously that passed. That was July. He signed for Arsenal as well. It hasn't been announced by Arsenal yet, but it's already a done deal. He already completed his medical. So another player who's joined up with Arsenal. So that is already 8 deals done. Pierre Nkapie is the other one. Pierre Nkapie has joined us on a permanent deal with the one for with the one for Kiwior, literally let Kiwior go, and we brought in Nkapie, and we've now signed Nkapie on a permanent deal as well. And it was a lot of money, but not even as much as expected it to be, because for 34.5 million, that is a bargain for Pierre Nkapie, and I think it's definitely worth that. He's now signed on a 5-year deal, and I don't think there was any doubt about that. The season he had last year, we knew he was already a good defender, and dribbled past like a couple of times the whole season. He went on and had a decent World Cup with Ecuador as well, and now he's returning, a defender who can fill in at centre back, at left back as well. Fantastic. So he gave 34.5 million to Bayer Leverkusen. So those are the 8 deals that happened in July. I know it feels like nothing has happened, but yeah, those 8 deals that happened in July. I think there's definitely going to be more in August, more than 8. There's a lot of players who we're still expecting to leave, and there's a lot of players who we're expecting to come in as well, and maybe some new contracts and all that. Let's wait and see. So hopefully that helped you catch up with all the latest. Hit the like button if you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.